What was the bit about Steam? They're changing the Steam. It's what we said. If you don't have at least $5 in your account or have spent it's either you've spent $5 or you have $5 in your Steam wallet. You can't send messages or vote on greenlight games or submit workshop items. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can't do. It's basically to prevent people from just like creating 100 little totally legit Steam accounts and being like, "Oh look, my game got voted into greenlight."
Or what a lot of people were complaining
people,
of, like spamming and phishing and stuff like that, which a lot of people were complaining about in like the comments on various articles, being like, about fucking time.
I loved Graham and Kathleen's intro at the game show night last PAX. That was great, yeah. You're like, "I'm Kathleen from Loading Ready Run. I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. And I'm her husband."
Yeah, that wasn't planned.
that was really funny.
The spending $5 thing makes it okay. I mean, there is sort of an awkward gray area for this because, like, if you just activate, like, say, Humble Bundle codes through Steam, you actually are not a Steam user and you've never, paid $5 into the Steam ecosystem, so you don't get any of these things. And if, say, you're in a situation, like I saw one commenter, like, "I gift my nephew some games and then we can play together," but it means he can't send me messages and stuff anymore because he's never bought anything on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
There are some unfortunate gray areas where, like, people are going to get caught, but I think overall it's better.
Well, it's sort of, I mean, like, in a situation like that, when you have your kid doing it, I mean, you can basically spend $5 to buy them a Steam account, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are pointing out, it's not like you actually need to spend $5. You just need to put $5 into your Steam wallet, but it has to stay there. If you, like, charge it back or something like that, then you lose your privileges again. So it's not like a one-time check.
Yeah. So, how about this? How about we talk about the stories?
Yeah.
And the stories that we
There's a lot more
and the stories that we didn't.
There's a lot more in that Street Pass update, but the real thing is that you have to pay $5 for any of the improvements.
This is the Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some new games and stuff that you can buy as well. But it doesn't fix the fact that you can still only get 10 Miis in your queue at one time, which is just the worst, because for a lot of people, the only time that you get Miis is like when you go to a convention like Comic-Con or PAX or something like that. I know when I go to PAX, it's just like Street Pass, because the only way I can get my puzzle pieces, crack. And just having to clear them out every, like, maybe 5 minutes is so frustrating, and it sucks the battery life on your 3DS because you've got all these pieces, and it's just so fucking annoying because half the people don't have the puzzle pieces because you're looking for only a few. Ah.
So, I will stop the local recording.
I'd be very curious as to why they put that in originally. It just seems like a really bizarre limit. I guess they wanted to make sure that you interact with the game a certain amount of time, or a certain.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other stories, and then you take off, and I'll say hi to the subs.
All right.
So let's see. What was the actual story here? It's just that Insomniac is making a PC game.
So this is the first time Insomniac has made a PC game.
Because they've been almost Sony console exclusive for years, haven't they?
Right. And then, of course, Sunset Overdrive was Xbox exclusive.
Right.
And also, the game is pretty ridiculous. It's called Slow Down, Bull. And is an action puzzle game in which you collect. It's a collecting game about a stressed out overachiever bull who wants to make beautiful art. Help steer Esteban through a beautiful schoolcraft art world and collect as many crafty pieces as you can, but be careful. Every time you steer him, he gets a little bit more stressed out. You do not want to stress him out.
Anger management issues the game.
Yeah.
Anger management issues the game.
So it's mostly that it was made by a 5-person team within Insomniac. So I'm assuming this is one of those things where they're like, okay, this whole PC development thing seems like a cool idea. You 5 go see if you can make something.
You guys do start, and then
and then we'll actually continue on if it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the law of beard conservation is not being violated because while Graham and Paul both have a beard at the same time, I have shaved my beard off, so there's not too much beard.
I still think you should have kept it. It looked good on you.
Well, but there is the law of beard conservation.
That's true.
And Paul has beard seniority, the beardiority.
Beardiority.
Yeah.
There's a mod that turns Dota 2 into a third-person shooter.
Why? Because
everything needs to be a third-person shooter.
Well, we turned.
There's
a mod that turned Warcraft 3 into an arena combat game.
They basically took the camera and moved it down behind you.
Yeah.
It seems like it probably doesn't work very well.
No, it's probably awful.
Considering that a large portion of the game is, spent in the jungle with trees in front of you, so that you wouldn't be able to actually see stuff.
Is this how Smite looks? Hang on.
What's Smite?
Apparently Smite is...
Holy shit, we can just play GIFs in XSplit?
Yeah, we've been able to do this the whole time.
I had no idea GIFs worked.
We've done it before. With you here.
Well, I forgot.
Okay.
Shut up. I'm sorry. I'm mad salty.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm glad that you caught my joke.
What happened?
Well, I said that there was this crazy mod that turns Warcraft 3 into an arena combat game, which is what Dota originally was.
Oh.
It was full circle, jokey thing. So yeah, now you can play, I guess, Smite style in Dota 2. There's an interesting article. This wasn't news so much, so we didn't do a story about it, but there's an interesting article on Gamma Sutra about Towerfall, which is a sweet game, and how because all the characters play identically.
Yeah, there's no difference in any characters, class, skills, speed, aim, they are the same character. Mm-hmm. But they all look different.
But because of that, people are more likely to attach to one character that they always play and stick with it, rather than games where the characters are different and people switch up all the time.
And also people have in as opposed to if you had just done one guy and palette swapped them to 10 different colors or whatever. Mm-hmm. People, because they have actual it's not like there's any story or anything in the game. There's just the only information you have about the character is their character portrait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and you have their character portrait, and you have their expression when they win and their expression when they lose.
Jingle. And
they have a little sound.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone has a winning song.
Yeah.
That's basically the only information you have about the characters, and yet it makes people really glom on to whatever character they feel really embodies them.
Ashton and Andrew are both Pink Prince.
Pink Prince for life. So people feel very strongly about their characters, even though it has no effect on the game.
Interestingly, in this article, Pink Prince and the blue
puppet.
I don't know what her name is, but it's
this one.
Yeah, the blue
mage person. Yeah.
Last of the Order.
Those are the two most common. No, those are the two most popular. The current leaderboard winner is a Pink Prince, I believe.
Apparently, cocky players tend to gravitate towards the Pink Prince because of his name and attitude, as seen in that grin in the artwork. Ashton and Andrew.
Last of the Order, yeah, that's right.
The current Towerfall world champion also picks the Prince. So, there you go.
Yeah. I guess the thing is that, because it doesn't make any difference, that is, your identity as a player, so of course you're going to glom onto something, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's when you play, say, a fighting game, Ken has a different moveset than, Ryu's a bad example, but Ken
chose the two people who don't have different movesets.
I'm sick! Ken and Chun-Li are different, so you get a player identity based around who you're playing as, right? The Diddy Kong players and the
right.
the Bowser players and stuff and Smash and stuff.
I find that it's I was thinking about in Monopoly, I have to play the top hat.
Paul, you want to do this one?
Was this the...
Pirate Bay co-founder denied bid to play Nintendo in prison.
So, one of the... So there's the three guys who got arrested from the original Pirate Bay sort of thing a few years ago. And the Fredrik Nij, I don't know quite how you pronounce that. He's Swedish, but he is in.
I know there's some Swedish people in the chat, or at least people from Scandinavia. If you could put like a phonetic translation for us, that'd be great.
Nij.
So he's in prison in Sweden in what sounds like a pretty I guess liberal prison. Like it's a pretty low whatever. What do you call it?
Minimum security?
A low security prison, because it's not like he actually
did anyone.
Did anything that would be violent. So, and he had a Nintendo console in his cell that, but then like an original Nintendo we're talking here.
Yeah.
And that was taken away from him, and he had to. He's been trying to appeal to get it taken, brought back, with the idea that being like, it's like, yes, I'm in here for computer crimes. It's a Nintendo. It has like a 4 megahertz processor, and it's not like I can do anything. It's something to play. And the reasoning behind that they've been denying it for him is that they're saying it's sealed in such a way that it cannot be opened without the machine being destroyed. And they're concerned that, again, probably, I bet in a Nintendo there is a lot of empty space inside, and that something could be like hidden or smuggled inside it. And it's sealed. They can't open it without destroying it, so they have to not have it.
Can they just X-ray it?
And the response is, it's not sealed. You just need you just need a screwdriver to open it.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys say that can't be opened is really pathetic. That's what that's what his defense was, or his appeal was. He was like, look, it's not sealed. You just need a screwdriver, which costs like $11.50 to open this thing. And that is not a reasonable thing. So anyway, it has been denied again. So obviously it's one of those things, of course, where anything like that in prison is certainly a reward as opposed to a right to have. Mm-hmm. So I guess he'll have to be on his best behavior if he wants to get something like that.
The Dark Souls.
Oh wait, hold on. According to the chat, the pronunciation is like nay.
Nej? No, the J is not pronounced?
Yeah.
Just
Nej.
Nade? Well, someone's saying Neji as well.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people say nay earlier, but alright.
So yeah, the Dark Souls thing that we talked about, compounded. So I've seen people talk about how this was a feature from Software to, the people who were playing it at 60 frames a second not deserved, but intentionally had their weapons degrade more quickly. This was compounded by someone posted like a bug report to From Software of them punching a dead body and their weapon being degraded really, really quickly, and they got the response that was like, yes, everything is working as intended. And so people were like, see, it is intentional that it degrades faster at 60 frames per second. And what From was responding to was that if you hit a dead body, it still counts as hitting a thing, and your weapon will still degrade, not that it was happening faster with 60 frames a second, which they've now said is a glitch that they are fixing. And so, yeah, it's just a really weird thing.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, when a well-known long glitch has been there for so long,
yeah,
and it's, they've acknowledged that it exists, everyone knows about it, everyone just sort of assumed that was working as intended because they had
because few people who play at 60,
and because From Software had done tons of updates to the game without changing that.
Yeah.
And so they're like, it must be what they intend, but no, apparently not.
Yeah.
And especially since it was weird because obviously Dark Souls 2 is a bit of an old game, but there was the Scholar of the First Sin,
which just came out.
Which came out a few weeks ago, which is just it's a Dark Souls expansion and still has the problem.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a game like an old game they're not wanting to support anymore.
Yeah.
They're actively working on it.
Dark Souls 2 quest here. Dark Souls
Yeah.
2 is not fixed at 30.
Which is which if you've been watching streaming is the one that nobody has played.
Yeah. Why are these jerks playing at 30? Try 5 FPS, you casuals.
Thanks, Astrid.
Wait, if you do that,
Your weapons will last forever.
yeah, I guess that would be the trick, right?
Ugh.
It's like the equivalent of like driving your car really slow in order for gas mileage.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
A car game so realistic it has permadeath?
I didn't read this story.
So this is mostly just kind of a silly thing, but so there's a game called My Summer Car, which
One
is
sec, I'll be right back.
which is about it's a Finnish game, and it's primarily about souping up a car, like building a car,
Like a hot rod or something?
in your garage, and then you like build a car, and then you drive it. But the thing is, if you make any mistakes while building the car, then that is reflected in the driving part.
Oh no!
And the building part is as realistic as they can make it. So like if you get your brake system wrong or whatever, then the driving part will reflect that. So it can be very dangerous.
That's very funny.
Yeah. And there's permadeath, in the sense that if you die while you're driving the thing, then you have
What
to
if you
start the
just
whole
get
game
like
again.
injured a little bit though? Like, because I mean, some of these glitches, some of these problems might not cause you to plow into a street light and wrap your car around it or something. This sounds like Kerbal Space Program for cars. I mean, kind of. Yeah, it's called My
Here.
Summer Car.
This is a quote by Johannes. Again, we're talking. This is a Finnish game, so Johannes Rijola. But the quote from him is, "This game is all about realism, not about fantasy of driving games. Driving a car and fixing a car. This is not a fantasy game. This is a realism game." And what games like Gran Turismo and Forza and Project Cars and stuff like that, they are fantasy games. They are for you to be able to masturbate to cars and car culture and shiny paints and lifestyle that you're never going to have. This game is not like those games.
Not wrong. He's
This
not
game
wrong.
is about realism. The only thing you masturbate to is a girl's picture, because that's all you get. You don't masturbate to this car because that is sick. And that's what this game is about. This is a car game with realism. He seems to be fixated on these two aspects.
Masturbation and realism.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy's met some weird people, and now he's just like convinced that everybody is that weird.
It's possible that it's also just totally silly, but anyway. It'll be out soon and on early access.
Yeah, a couple people are saying that, or Wile E. Coyote 556 says, car problems are typically 99.5% car doesn't work and 0.5% gory death.
Also,
Holy crap, this website.
Also, the game will be
Oh, he's
coming.
got an animated, like, mailbox gif at the bottom.
The game will be coming out on Steam Early Access, and will use a random pricing model. Every time the game updates, it will get a random price between $1 and $20.
That's so weird. All right.
I think it's just a guy
I think
being
this
weird.
guy is very weird. But it's pretty funny.
Might be like an art project or something. Anyway.
Yeah, what does Google Translate change car porn to in Finnish? It says death decay.
And that's everything that we didn't talk about.
Yes.
Listen to this mucus.
I have the.
Let me sing you the song of my people.
I have
Oh,
the
yeah.
Soapstone app.
We should leave a note about here.
No, I don't want
people know where it
to know
is.
where we are.
We don't have to leave a note saying, this is where the Loading
That's
Bay
true.
Moon Base
That's
is.
true. The University
Be
of
like,
Victoria.
This is a funny place.
University of Victoria has a note in Soapstone that says, "Bloody expensive." One of our hospitals says, "It's the scourge of elderly, therefore focus on healing is effective." The James Bay Inn.
Yeah.
Be wary of drunkard, but embrace bartender.
Ooh, that's a good point. Redico brings up, this could be frog fractions.
Oh, yeah, actually. Lol, Paul leaning away from Catherine's mucus. Paul's been sick. Paul doesn't want to get sick again.
Paul remembers what it's
I
like.
have been sick before. I have not been sick in this latest round of sickness, which is good. I don't know whether that will continue. I hope it does.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
that is
it should not
the
be.
news.
It is not that hard to find out where the moon
Yeah,
base
it's
is.
a slow news cycle this week. So
They're respectful of my mucal problems.
cool. Kicking you out.
Goodbye.
You're cut
I'm cut.
for this week.
Okay. You welcome those subscribers the best you can, Graham.
I will welcome them
I
by
believe
saying
in
thank
you.
you.
I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. Don't abuse my trust and my belief in you. Don't do it. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go get myself a snack.
Good call.
Dup, 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 dup.
So, without getting too involved, notifications. There we are. Many subscribers today. Defrost, one of the people who helped big time in creating Lurbot.
Defrost,
Defrost.
except with numbers.
Yeah, Mr. Flip and Quirpth. Is it pronounced Quirpth or Quipirth? I can't remember. Lurbot has 3 dads.
I feel like there are a lot of usernames that were never meant to be said out loud.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's something we've encountered.
And entirely possible that the people who made the username didn't think about what it would be pronounced like because it's never come up.
No.
Anyway.
Nadriachi with a 7-month resub. Welcome back, Nadriachi. Zibanitu.
It's pronounced.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's pronounced beep beep beep. Zibanitu with a 2-month resub. Welcome back, Zibanitu. Dr. Nick, whose avatar is a dragon, with an 11-month resub.
Hello, Dr. Nick.
Unspoken Kibbles. The cats only exchange knowing glances of the unspoken Kibbles.
Yeah, so what do you feed your pets? We don't talk about it.
Well, thank you for subscribing, Unspoken Kibbles. Kathleen Kicks Balls.
Underscore.
Single underscore, Kathleen Kicks Balls with a 4-month resub. Thank you to the Kathleen Ball Kicking Empire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that she's not
The
able to welcome you appropriately this week.
It's really, yeah. Kathleen's not... I feel like her ball kicking would be particularly dangerous this week because it would have the additional infectious.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like
it's
in
like
Bloodborne, it would be like you get hit and then you get like the slow poison as well.
Yeah. Cortanios with the 6-month resub.
Ah.
So sorry that she could not welcome you again. Cortanios. Gina Mahavira with a 13-month resub. Welcome back, Gina Mahavira. Many resubs today. Togashi Naruta, 16-month resub. Bibit Noir, 2-month resub.
I like that one.
I am a fish. 14-month resub. Or one am a fish. You see, one am a fish. Brandy Sifter, I don't know why.
For some reason, I'm imagining that just like a little goldfish in a bowl, like sitting in front of a computer screen, being like, "They said my name."
I am a fish.
Except it's a fish. So it goes like, bloop, 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 bloop.
Lord Durin with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Lord Durin. Eldrazi Outlaw, which sounds really scary. With a 15-month resub. Welcome back, Eldrazi Outlaw. Ricin, active ingredient in many drugs.
The rest of the Eldrazi were like, you know what, dude, that's not cool.
Yeah,
we destroy all of creation, but what you did, we're just gonna have to let you go.
All right, Ashton, ongoing ball damage for 5 rounds. I like that. What was that? Yes, Ricin with a 20-month resub. Welcome back, Ricin. Bronze Finger with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Bronze Finger. Brodo Swaggins.
Nice.
Subscribe today. Brodo Swaggins. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel.
Brodo Swaggins, man. He's got to be in the same world as Broden the Allfather.
Broden the Allfather.
Or the Soulfather.
The Swolefather, yes.
Yeah. If anybody hasn't seen Featherweight's awesome Broden the Soulfather comic, you should check it out.
Really good.
It's quite extensive.
Yeah. The Fledgling Phoenix just subscribed for a 3-month resub. Welcome back, the Fledgling Phoenix. You'll be a full Phoenix someday.
Someday.
Sure.
And then die.
For some reason,
And flee!
Unspoken Kibbles triggered again, so really wants us to talk about the Unspoken Kibbles.
You're not supposed to talk about
We
them.
don't know. Mike Smith, 916, with an 8-month resub.
Serves you right for having an extremely common name, Mike Smith.
Moriarty, ultimate nemesis of Sherlock Cow.
It's got to be a Sherlock Hams.
Oh, that's not bad. He's like a pig.
He's a pig.
Would Watson be like a chicken or like a goat? A sheep? I
Yeah.
don't know if we can make a joke about Watson. It'll be Dr. Watson, just also is an animal.
Or just is actually Dr. Watson.
Yeah.
He's
Sherlock Hooves? That's pretty good. Anyway.
He's actually just a guy
Yeah.
who just hangs around with the pig all the time.
This is the guy. No, I'm not. I'm just here. He's the one who solves
The
all
pig.
the crimes.
And he's like, "You're so brilliant, Sherlock Hams." Sherlock Holmes is
That's
pretty good too. Yeah.
So Moriarty with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Moriarty.
Heifer Watson.
The Architect X with a 20-month resub. Welcome back, The Architect X. Pharmacist Judge with a 2-month resub. Who is, we joked about this before. They said they sent a picture on Twitter. I can't remember what it was in relation to now. I was so surprised. They had like a gavel and a lab coat or something. And
Oh,
it's like,
nice.
you really are a pharmacist judge.
So that's like when you go.
It was a magic. That was it. It was a magic judge.
Oh, that
shirt.
kind of judge.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a magic judge shirt and the
And the
lab
pharma-
coat.
right.
Now I remember. Okay.
So I was thinking that would be like when you go to the pharmacist and you're like, "Yeah, I have a prescription for some antibiotics." They look at it and like, "Nope,
Yeah.
sorry."
Contempt of pharmacy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes,
wait.
Desert Bus. That's what it was. Yes.
And then like looks over and there's like a jury there.
Star Shock 2002 with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Star Shock 2002, which I believe was released in 85.
Is that a game?
No,
Star
I'm
Trek?
making it up. It just Star Shock 2002 sounds like a movie.
It-
Sounds like
it-
a sci-fi film from the early 80s.
It would be Star Shock 2K2.
It would. In the 80s? Maybe? I don't know. Greyman Q with a 2-month resub. Welcome back, Greyman Q or Greymank. Possible. Sampy 104. Sampy 104 with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Sampy. Jassiopathic with a 2-month resub. I think Jassiopathic.
Yeah.
Probably that one.
I have yeah. It's got to be like some sort of medicine. It's like
Jassiopathy.
I specialize in jassiopathic medicine.
Mhm.
It's mostly surrounding the, I don't know, probably something to do with actually like just watching Twitch too much.
Yeah. Dedicated Fence Sitter with an 11-month resub. Welcome back, Dedicated Fence Sitter. I hope you have a pillow up there with you.
Mm-hmm.
Zaragonos.
I appreciate your dedication though.
Yeah, we all value your dedication to sitting on that fence. Zaragonos with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Zaragonos. RF232 with a 3-month resub. RF232. Rake X. I always get this one weird. Ray6. It's RAICX. I can't remember. Racer X, maybe? No, it's not. We've been through this once before. You have a 4-month resub, one way or another.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Now,
subscribing.
I'm a Fish says, have they done mine yet? I had to go away for a bit.
Oh, no.
And we did do it,
Yeah, it was good.
but in his defense, if he is indeed a fish, he has a very short memory.
That's true. Yeah.
So welcome, I am a fish.
Welcome.
Once again.
I am a fish. Yeah, so Rake X with a 4-month reset.
Especially since his name was meant to be I am a fish, but somebody else took I am a fish, which turns out to be me. I forgot. So you're pretty much living up to the fish standards.
Yep.
That's good.
Catherine 0852 with a 4-month reset. Welcome back.
It's like
Catherine.
haiku. You may drop the X.
What?
So
Reich. So
Right.
haiku. So Reich X. Okay. All right. Well then, Reich, welcome with a 4-month resub. Welcome, Catherine 0852 with a 4-month resub. And I believe, Catherine, you have different Catherines, don't you? You have like different numbers. You have like a couple different. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong.
There's 852 different ones would be very
No,
impressive.
no, just a couple in that.
That is a
in
dedication
that
to
close range.
resubbing.
In that close range, yeah. Night Valian 28 with a 14-month resub. Welcome back, Night Valian. Catherine says, I might. Night Valian, thank you so much. McIrish Jihad with a 16-month resub. Welcome
Okay.
back, McIrish Jihad.
Controversial.
Cube Envy with a 5-month resub. Welcome back, Cube Envy. Just can't get over cubes.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
Just somebody just like holding a sphere and like somebody else holding a cube. They're just like, stupid sphere. I hate you.
Thrown to Wolves with an 11-month resub. I almost thought it was like thrown to wolves. No,
Nope,
it's
is
thrown to wolves. That's what it is. Good.
Thrown to wolves.
Yeah. It took me a second to parse it, but I got there in the end. With
I-
an 11-month resub, no less.
I'm glad that they also threw, I guess, a phone or a laptop so you could watch the stream
Yeah,
while you're being devoured by wolves.
it's nice.
It's good level priorities.
Legbot is back with a 7-month resub. Thanks for sticking around, Legbot. What does Legbot get used for? Is it what sets up? Is it used for coordinating the fan drafts? Whose bot is Legbot? Was that Lemur's bot?
Does it? I thought does it do any? I thought there was a bot that just said, like, make sure remember it's leg day or whatever.
It does do that also, I believe. It's Legbot has a use somewhere, and I can't remember what. Right, yeah, it's for the fan streams. Right. Dead Rekka with an 8-month resub. Still think that's like the stage name of like someone who's like a vocalist for a 90s electronic band, like the Prodigy, right? Like there's the guy in Prodigy named Max in Reality, and he just does like he's like their hype man at shows and does occasional vocals. Like Dead Rekka sounds like it'd be, some band's single featuring Dead Rekka, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back. Thank you for your 8-month resub. And Have Torn Epsilon
Oh, jeez.
with a 15-month resub. Have Torn Epsilon.
I hope you're okay, what with the torn epsilon and everything.
Have Torn Epsilon will travel.
Be careful, don't play that Candy Crush so much,
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like your epsilon might be hurting, more than it should, then please stop playing Candy Crush and go to a doctor.
And Have Torn Epsilon, unless I'm messing this up again, because I think I messed it up once, drew the F emote
Oh, really?
of Kathleen going, ugh.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank you for that. And that is our resubs today. Holy crap.
Mini resubs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Unspoken Kibbles was counted twice, so it's 37. 37.
All they have to do is storm, and it says
You can do that.
we could have done it too,
I know.
but
It's supposed to be Kathleen. Yeah,
it's
she's
actually
wearing headphones and going F.
so. Not only were they faster, but they said 38, and you said 37.
Well, 37 is correct, though, because Unspoken Kibbles pinged twice.
Ah,
Don't know why. Don't know why. Anyway, welcome, all of you. Thank you so much. It's
welcome.
your ongoing support means a lot to us. Who's that? Joe Topkman Trainer Jovaback. That is a long name. Hi, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
And then others pinged at the signal, but that's just other stuff that went while we were away. Yeah, that's true.
It's really great. I mean, we've talked about this before, but when we started the Patreon, which obviously has been very successful, we expected that a lot of people would transition from supporting us on the by subscribing to the channel to moving over to doing the Patreon. And yet, what has happened is that people have decided to support us on both, which is
amazing.
Totally amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ed Roach, why does she have a mustache? No, she's doing this. She's going F. She's doing that face.
Although just like that with like a big like Magnum stash is actually pretty awesome.
That'd be sweet too. Yeah. So,
and actually, speaking of the Patreon, just to give you a quick update, the thank you cards are all signed.
Yes.
And so they're going to be we're going to be sending those out.
We planned on sending them out. We had expected to be mailing them out about a week or two ago, but it turns out coordinating everyone's mailing addresses into a usable thing is a hell of a thing.
I was like, oh, this will be great, no problem. I just grab the Patreon list and do everybody who's above $10, and we'll go. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute.
Because the problem is, if you supported at $10 in January, but then had to reduce it or had to stop, you still get a thank you card for that, even if you're not supporting at $10 now. But if you are supporting at $10 now, you still only get the one thank you card. So it's admin stuff. It's a hell of a thing.
Unfortunately, Patreon, their subscriber or patron administration tools are not great. So anyway, we shall fix it.
Yeah.
And we will be sending those out as soon as possible.
Lord Husk had a good question. Kathleen was particularly salty today. I'm curious, were the profanities written into the script before the outro, or did the outro mean that you had to go back and add profanities?
The profanities were written into the script.
Yeah.
Kathleen did write those stories, though.
Yeah.
So,
but then I did the outro.
Mm.
Yeah. So it was because I was like, boy, you're swearing a lot in both your stories today. She's like, yeah, well. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. So, right. I guess that's it. Starting on time means we finish way early for some reason. Also not doing the full sub welcomes. Helps us not finish early. So I guess we're going to be off for about an hour, and then you'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still doing Star Control?
I'm coming down to the end. Star Control.
Have you yet conquered the galaxy?
I could.
That's the thing you do, right?
Like I literally. So in the last thing, for one thing, so we did this thing where there's a guy. There's these group of really deceitful, terrible traders that you meet who are willing to like trade you a bunch of stuff for your crew.
Okay.
Like
for the crew.
Like that's what they want to be paid in, is like sell your crew to them as slaves. You're like, no, I don't want to do that. And they're like, no, it's totally cool. We've looked at the contract that you have with your crew, and you're totally allowed to do that. We're like, yeah, that's not the problem. But anyway, I had this device, this hyperwave broadcaster device that they really wanted. And I realized that I actually had two of them, because you can get another one from a different place. And so I had a redundant one. And so they were like, look, if you give us this, we'll fill your ship up with fuel. No, you don't want to pay anything more.
Okay.
And I was like, it's okay deal, I guess. Wait a minute. What if I go back, reconfigure my ship so that it's entirely fuel pods? And then come back and do that. And so I did that. And then basically filled my ship up with fuel. And the guy's like, oh, I'm gonna be sold into slavery now because I lost so much money. So that made me feel good. And then I went back and I sold. You can sell the fuel and get a ridiculously huge amount of money. And then I used that to trick out my ship. And now I can basically destroy any ship in the game in like 2 shots.
Oh, nice!
It's the best thing ever.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I killed a couple of ships while I was texting.
E-hugs for Samfire. That's rough. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You're gonna feel pretty shitty for a while, but it will get better.
Mm-hmm.
Someone linked to this thing that I didn't even know existed, TwitchEmotes.com, that tracks emote usage over time.
Yeah.
You guys love that air horn.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets used
Well, the problem is
multiple times.
Yeah,
when
the
it
problem
comes
is
out.
nobody ever posts one air horn.
Yeah. What happened on Saturday, February 7th that made the goat get used so much that day?
It would be a Saturday, so it would have been something that Adam was doing.
Oh, okay.
Or it could have been crossing the
It's
streams.
really interesting.
Yeah, I remember I used this website for because the other handy thing this website can do is it gives you a big.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah. You're skewing the results.
Well, today's gonna look weird.
Yeah. But this website's also really cool because you can see basically every emote ever, and you can download them all. You can download it as a big JSON file so that you can do anything that you want to do. Things. There's various. When we were doing setting up for Desert Bus, that's what I used to make it so that we knew what all the emotes were.
Wow, Kenji's stuff is all over the place.
Yeah. February 7th was Dakapon Day.
Oh, or Dokapon Kingdom. Yeah.
Dokapon
Sorry.
Kingdom.
Here's the link again. This is our emotes and how they're used. Which one's fine? Wow.
Well, you can see the colors down.
Yeah,
bottom.
it's down here. That's super interesting. Anyway,
Yeah.
so all right, that is it
The goat. It's
for CheckPoint.
the goat and the air horn are definitely used the most.
The spot.
Well,
'Cause
spot
whenever
whenever
someone subs. Yeah.
everyone subs. It's good. I mean, it would be bad if like
The sack is pretty consistently used a couple hundred times a day.
I was thinking it would be bad if like the sad muffin, was like the most common one used, as in like disappointing things are happening so often
Yeah.
that people have to use it.
Oh, good. You can turn certain ones off and just get just sort of drill it down. We can actually compare the muffins. Whoops.
Ah, oh, different sizes,
Yeah, you have to submit it in 3 sizes.
and the other size is never used.
Never used. Anyway,
All right,
thank you all, and we will talk to you later.
all right.
Paul will be back with Star Control in about an hour.
See you folks in a while.
Bye-bye. Wait, that's the one.